evening, my name is Liam Neild and this is the MU Review, the place where I talk all things Manchester United in the world of football, and today I'm here to talk about Manchester United's 4-1 victory over West Ham United in the EFL Cup Quarter Finals. We're through to the semis of a cup competition for the second year in a row, for the third time in 4 seasons. And yeah, it was a really good performance. We had a bit of a point to prove, put out a strong 11. Carrick returned to the team. Obviously, Pogba still played. Mkhitaryan started. Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Anthony Martial came back in. De Gea. We had a very strong team out there because we couldn't get the job done in the league against these guys. We really we went behind early in that game. The Afrosako. Already talked about that. Ibrahimovic, with the equaliser, and then again today we came out here against the same side essentially, and we absolutely battered them. And that's what could have happened on Saturday, or on Sunday I should say, if our luck was in a bit more. We scored inside of 2 minutes, a lovely interplay between the front four, who I thought were all really good tonight. And then when you saw the back heel from Mkhitaryan, which was exquisite, and Zlatan with a great little finish. Adrian extremely lucky not to be given a straight red card on his return to the West Ham team. He's been awful when he's played this season. He very nearly had an early shower there, so he's going to have to be very careful if he's going to have any chance of getting the #1 shirt back from Darren Randolph. But anyway, this isn't a West Ham United fan channel, it's a Manchester United fan channel. So moving on from there, I thought the front four were excellent throughout the game. Wayne Rooney was incredible, and I think he's really found his groove. He's found his rhythm, his new rhythm as a 30-year-old footballer moving forward, where he's going to play a few games but not play a few games, much like Michael Carrick. Very much getting the best out of him in that situation. But we were a bit naive defensively. Jones and Rojo, it's an awkward partnership. Rojo's barely spent any time playing centre-back since he moved to United. Phil Jones, I think this is the first time in 2 years, maybe 3 years, since Phil Jones has started 4 consecutive games, which is unbelievable, ludicrous for a young player as talented as he can be on his day. And they didn't react. They went to sleep, much like De Gea did after having not had to do anything for the large part of the game so far. Payet with a fizz shot, obviously he's their biggest danger man on the night. De Gea spills it, uncharacteristic from him. He's not been his superb best this season. Then again, he hasn't had an awful lot to do. The stuff he has had to do, he hasn't done great with, and this is another example. And of course, Ashley Fletcher, the man who may have been in Marcus Rashford's shoes had he not been loaned out to Barnsley to help them get promoted. He then was transferred to West Ham, and of course he was going to score. I'm surprised he didn't score at the weekend, but he did come back and score here on the Wednesday. And it was schoolboy, it was sloppy, but luckily we were playing well enough with enough confidence to go and get back in front in the game, and we did that instantly in the second half. Martial with a brilliant finish. I mean, what does the kid have to do to start every week? Jesse Lingard's getting in the team ahead of him all the time in the Premier League, and yet every time Martial plays, it seems like he makes an impact. Or he gets subbed off in 45 minutes, and I understand that Mourinho is maybe trying to encourage him to play his best football, maybe giving him a bit of tough love because he is such a superb talent, but he's got to start on Saturday against Everton now, surely, for me. Obviously Zlatan Ibrahimovic getting the gloss on it, another from Martial. They got the job done for us today, and going through to the semi-finals even of the League Cup is a huge boost to us, because we've not had the best season in the league, or even in the Europa League. We still have, going into our last game there, we still need something from that game to be sure of going through. So having something like this go well for us could really spur us on in the season, and looking forward to playing Hull home and away. It's an excellent draw. Could potentially meet Liverpool in the final if they can get past their feeder club Southampton. It's going to be very good, and I'm excited about it. Moving forward, we're playing Everton at the weekend. Everton have been in really bad form lately. I think they've got 1 point from their last 8 games or something, or not quite that bad. But 1 point from their last 3 games, I think it is. But they've not been in great form, and we get to play them when Romelu Lukaku is under criticism, Ross Barkley is under criticism from the manager. So maybe going through a bit of a crisis. Hopefully his criticism doesn't have the effect he wants it to, and spur them on to score against us. Hopefully we can dominate. We seem to play with a bit more, pressure off away from home. I've noticed this season. Had good performances, away at Bournemouth, even away at Hull, as stubborn as they were, and obviously away at Swansea on my birthday. So I'm looking forward to seeing how we play against Everton. It's a tough game, and it's a really important game, because December, 7 games to really define our season here. We've really got to turn it around. We're 8 points off top 4, and they're not going to be dropping points that regularly. Obviously, this is the time of the season to put a run together and shoot up the table. Looking forward to see that. My man of the match today, lots of good performances, but I'm going to give it to Anthony Martial. As I said before, he's a terrific talent. and he deserves more from Jose Mourinho. I think he's going to get more. He scored again today, scored 2 superb goals, giving it to him, although I love the performances from Mkhitaryan, Ibra, Rooney, that whole front four, all was superb. If you've made it this far in the video, thank you for listening to me ramble. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, comment if you've got anything to say about what I've said, and share if you want to spread the love and, you know, give the gift of me to the world. Anyway, thank you for watching, see you next time.